You didn't miss much. There is 7:39 remaining in the first quarter. The score is still Highland 0, Granger 0. I'm Cameron Levy.
I'm Zach Levy.
You're watching the HTBS live stream of the Highland versus Granger Varsity basketball game. And the three-pointer is up and good. Your score early is Granger 3, Highland 0. Gochner's got the ball at the top of the circle. Passes it inside to Elijah Shelton. Ball is tipped up and out of bounds. Leaky maau to inbound. And they're passing it around the outside back to Gochner. Granger playing an interesting zone right now. We see this sometimes from them. And Trayton Keys pulls up and makes the jumper. 3-2 in favor of Granger. This Highland team had a very good win last week. They're a hot team, and although they're young, they have a lot of young talent, and I think that'll take them far.
Yes, the leader of the team this year will be Charlie Gochner, who of course is a senior, and Elijah Shelton, who will be a senior next year, and they need that type of experience. And this team is a young team, but they are a pretty talented team, and they could take this all the way to state. They just need some good leadership, they got some good shooters, and I think they can do it.
Yeah, we talk about Gochner. Oh, there's an alley-oop attempt, and Leaky maau had him, but just missed him off the rim. And there goes the three-pointer, in and out. Caden Hilborn brings down the rebound. Gochner on the run. Drives towards the lane, avoids the foul, and puts it up, and he gets himself fouled. He'll shoot 2 from the line.
And I didn't watch too many games last year, but I'm pretty sure Coach Boyce always likes to start off the game with a bang and do an alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, he tries it. Yeah, he's done it a few times to start out games. He started out freaky like that, and it worked, and it got the crowd jumping early. Unfortunately, on that one, of course, it didn't work. It's 3-3 with 6:03 remaining in the first quarter. Caden Hilborn taking an early seat, which is surprising, although he has dealt with major injuries in the past. I believe he's just getting pulled over to get talked to. He's another one of their young players.
Young, inexperienced, but a very talented player. He got a big body, and he could be a great center or power forward later in a couple of years and lead us to state.
Yeah, he's very talented. He's a starter on this team right now, and as we say, Charlie Gochner's got the ball, and Gochner's an awesome talent. And there goes that oop again, and that one time it works. Not for a dunk, of course, but he gets the layup. That's a great play. 5:35 remaining in the first quarter.
And apparently this is just the new strategy Highland's trying, where you just throw up the oop and let Trayton Keys get it.
Trayton Keys is a star. Leaky maau with the big move right there. Elijah pump fake, step back. Oh, and a foul down low. It's going to be Highland basketball down on the baseline. Charlie Gochner to inbound. Pass it inside, and could have converted. A rebound up and in, but it's an offensive foul. And that's Jackson Hawes with the foul and turnover. Coach Boyce not happy about that one.
And as we were saying, this is one of the youngest teams Highland has ever had. Unlike the women's team, like where they have all juniors, these guys are nearly all sophomores. 3 of the 5 starters are sophomores. One's a junior and one's a senior. So the senior and junior, which are Gochner and Shelton, really need to step up this year and be leaders.
As we say that, Hawes gets one of his first baskets as a varsity player. He only suited in the playoffs and didn't get much playing time. I believe he got 2 points. Those are his first points of the season, which is a huge milestone for him. Now, there's a lot of buzz around the recent documentary that is supposed to be airing throughout the spring. and it's on the Highland basketball team. They do not have a title for it yet, but it's supposed to be a very popular film. and it's being submitted for plenty of places. And it really just shows what Highland basketball is all about. As we say that, Leaky maau, he drains the three. He's going to be a huge impact this year.
Yes, he already is, and I'd like to see what the future holds for this kid. He is already one of the best players on this team.
Yeah, they call him, he's earned the nickname Tongan Curry. And as we say that, Granger nails a three-pointer. You can see that this thing may be a high school style shootout, as both teams are just knocking down their threes early and not much defense to be said about. And there goes Elijah Shelton for the three, and no good, and rebound by Granger. Jogging it down in transition, may have had a chance to run, but choose not to.
Both of these teams are just great shooting teams. Highland's got one of the best in the state in Leaky. He's got a great shot. He hasn't been talked about much. As I say that, yet another three from Granger, and both of these teams are just shooting out.
Yeah, they're both shooting out of their minds. It's pretty crazy to see right now as we see Caden Hilborn checking back into the game.
Leaky did not play much last year, but he is one of their best players. As a freshman, he played a little bit. He couldn't really get going in the semifinals, but he will soon.
Watch the corner. He's got the three and can't knock it down. That would have been big for Highland. Both teams hot on offense early. That was Oscar Maxfield with the miss. Takes it to the lane. Pump fakes and drives. Kicks back out for the three. Oh, that would have been big. That would have set this place on fire. Drives to the lane, puts it up. No good on the shot. Rebound by Granger. Bean will walk it up. Drives to the lane, puts it up and one. Wow. Great drive to the basket. This Granger team is showing us a lot of heart. Free throw up and good. Leaky maau, definitely an early leader of this team already. Three-pointer up and good. And another no defense out here. As Leaky maau, now they go in transition. Oh, nice move by that Tongan Curry. Gets 2 points. 16-14. This has the makings of a shootout already. Nobody playing any defense whatsoever. And they got Elijah Shelton on him. Wide open jumper. Can't convert. Rebound. Nobody boxes out. And Granger has it all tied up at 16.
Yeah, that was a very big bonehead play by Caden. I think he is one of the most talented players on this Highland squad, but he sure does make a lot of mistakes.
Well, he's young. You can't fault him for that. And a nice pass by Leaky maau, wide open in the lane. He can't convert. Now, we talked to Coach Boyce about his team being young, and he didn't like that. He said that being young will only affect them if we let them affect us, and that just shows the team's mentality. It's just a next man up mentality.
Yes, and a lot of players on this team playing multiple sports. I could name two that are playing right now. Elijah Shelton and Caden Hilborn both play on varsity both ways, and they are just very multi-dimensional players that could play any sport and just be very, very good athletes.
And of course, we're talking about varsity football as 18 seconds left on the first quarter clock. Passes it to Leaky Maau, and they may just try a clear out type play. And they got the foul call right there, and they are not in the bonus yet, so it'll be Highland basketball on the baseline with 7.7 seconds remaining. Now, we saw them at practice, and they seem to look for an alley-oop type play or an inside pass in this situation. They run a lot of screens out of this, and I believe you'll see, Gochner's going to inbound this ball, and they'll either see a 3 or an inside pass as he runs it around. 4 seconds now, 3 seconds, puts up the shot, 2, and tipped around. Can't get up, and that's going to be our first quarter score. Highland 16, Granger 16. You're watching HTBS's live stream of the Highland vs. Granger varsity basketball game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Highland varsity basketball game. Jaden Hilburn was open on the flash to the lane. Gochner wide open, nobody was even covering him. He had a 3-point shot. They're just working it around the perimeter right now, not any threat. And there it is, the inside pass, and it's on the floor. No foul shots are going to be shot.
Today they've been using a lot of Trayton Keys down low. I've seen 2 alley-oops so far to him, and they're just trying to pass it to him down low, get him those solid layups.
Yeah, Trayton Keys is very strong inside, and so they're going to look to get it to him as much as possible as Jackson Hawes misses the shot. And Jackson Hawes is yet another sophomore that plays for this varsity basketball team, a very talented one, and I believe that when they are seniors, it'll be Jackson Hawes and Caden Hilborn playing side by side, which will be something to watch because they're just both so dominant inside.
And they'll be bigger, stronger, faster. This will be a great team 2 years from now, and it's a great team now.
Yeah, this is a solid team right now, a well-coached team. They've made the playoffs for the last 4 seasons, so they're very. And Gochner wide open in the corner, upset. They didn't get the ball there. They decided to start running some plays, though. We've had a lot of possession here as a bounce pass into the corner. And Gochner resets yet again. Passing it, and fake pass, puts up the 3. No good. That was a long possession, and it's stolen away. The possession continues. 6:27 remaining on the second quarter clock as Shelton drives to the lane, puts it up. Can't believe there's no foul there, and it's going the other way.
And though they only have 1 or 2 seniors, it is very hard to make a basketball team. Out of all the sports at Highland, this is probably the hardest to make. They make about 40 cuts, and our very own Cam Levy got cut last year, and they just make a lot of cuts, and it's really hard to make this team, which is surprising because they only have 2 seniors.
Yeah, they have a lot of young talent. They cut a lot of, you are right about that. They cut a lot of people I mean, this year only 15 people made the freshman team, and they had a huge turnout at tryouts because everyone wants to play basketball. Everyone wants to be on this big stage playing in front of, well, not today specifically, as you can see our fan section across, but like Freak East, they get huge turnouts to these type of games. Everyone wants to be a hero. As Leaky Maau checks back into the game. And they pass it up top. Driving to the lane, puts up the floater, got it. And they're going to take a timeout. West is excited right now as there's 5:23 remaining on the second quarter clock. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. Elijah Shelton walks across the timeline. And there goes the oop. And it's a nice play right there. That is their bread and butter. We've seen it 3 times today. 5:04 remaining in the second quarter. And now they're looking for a 2-man trap, looks like. And it's deflected up in the air. Almost stolen away instead. Number 5 gets it. 2-man trap almost picked off again. They're ending up getting a wide open 3. No good though. Jackson Hawes brings it down and passes up to Leaky Maau. He's got room to run. And thought about a 3. And Elijah Shelton in transition block. Oh, he went straight up on the play and they got him for a foul.
I'm not sure what to think of that call. That was very, very questionable.
Yeah, that's just because he's 4 feet tall and Elijah's 6 feet. That has nothing to do with the call right there.
That's the big man picking on the little man, and then the big man getting the foul.
You see that a lot in sports. It's just a misdeception right there. He went straight up. There's no reason for the call, but we'll have to deal with it. We got a short guy too, and they got a tall guy, so maybe they'll get one of the calls too. Second free throw is up and good.
It's really a disadvantage to the big guys in all sports. They got size, but whenever a little guy tries to take him out, they don't call it.
.430 remaining in the second quarter. And there goes the oop, way late, but it's still possessed. And they're going to end up getting a jump ball. So they are 2 for 4 on the alley-oop play.
I'm not sure why they keep trying it. It's sort of taking away the element of surprise, but Trayton Keys sure has some hops, more than anybody else on this team.
Wait till they get someone that can dunk it out there. They get that oop going.
I'm not sure if it's as much of the dunk as it is of the pass. Because the pass has been off a little every time.
Yeah, one of the few players that could actually dunk was Ritz Schmidt for the varsity basketball team last year. And they ran that same play to him all the time. And he'd get real dunks out there. And that was a lot of fun to watch last year. Last year's team had a lot of potential. They made it to the semifinals, went up and played at Huntsman Center, and lost to a very good Timpview team. and Leaky Maau has it, passes it inside, airballed. And the fans give him some grief for that, but I believe Highland will give him some grief for that as they're walking it up the court and they turn the ball over. Gochner is checking back into this game.
And these are two very evenly matched teams. I'm not sure about Granger, but Highland's got a young team. Hopefully Granger has a young team, because if not, they should be beating Highland by a lot.
Yeah, they should be, but this is a very talented Highland team, you got to remember. And they're a three-point shooting team. They're very disciplined, and they just have a lot of potential.
They only take the good shots, but you can't make all of them. But luckily today they've been pretty on from the threes. They need to get Leaky out there more.
Great ball movement right there.
Charlie couldn't quite make that three. They need those kind of plays as this Highland team to have any type of success. They need those threes because that's their offense pretty much.
Caden puts a hand in his face. He's going straight up. You don't see very many people taller than Caden Hilborn, but this guy is. Pulls up for three. Can't knock it down, and now they have a chance to run. They got a 2-on-1. The Tongan Curry pulls up, knocks it down!
With the dagger!
And
Leaky is on fire.
Granger's going to have to take a timeout. We'll be right back. Granger walking up the floor. Leaky Maau almost took it away. And lost and regained. It was tipped. Rebound, Leaky Maau, here he goes. Drives to the lane, puts it up, and he gets fouled. Leaky Maau is taking over this game right now, and he's going to have him tied up if he can make these two free throws with 1:51 remaining in the second quarter.
And right now this Highland squad doesn't even have all of their really good players, as Bronson is injured, and when he gets back, this team will be super full, probably coming off the bench for Charlie Gochner. He will be a great sixth man.
Now, if you remember last year, if you were watching any of our live streams for the sophomore team, Leaky Maau was averaging over 15 points a game at the sophomore level. So he is really just continuing his success at the varsity level. He does not like to lose, and he's very competitive.
And that sophomore year taught him a lot, and since then he's just upped his game, gotten a lot better, and now he's starting on varsity.
And a little size disadvantage, and it's blocked anyway by Gochner. Now they run a transition, and a nice pass to Caden, and he knocks it in. 7-0 run from Highland. 1:21 remaining in the second quarter. If they can end this half on a really high note, that would be great for them as they knock it in. 1:11 remaining in the second quarter. Leaky Maau's got it. Back to Gochner. And puts it into the post to Caden. Puts it up, and no good, but deflected out. Puts up the jumper, no good either, and it's rebounded by Granger. 50 seconds remaining. Walking it up the floor. Now, interesting, will they hold for last shot? They got 38 seconds. Pump fake drives to the lane, puts it up, and it's blocked by Caden. They have a chance to run. They give it to Leaky Macau. Boy, he's got wheels, doesn't he?
For a three-point specialist, I mean, that guy might be a speed specialist with those wheels.
Yeah, he gets out and runs every time. We've seen him get out and run twice now, and now he's going to really have to run with 15 seconds remaining in the half. But they're walking it up. They pass it to Leaky Macau. He's been hot today. 6 seconds left now, 5. Driving towards the lane, puts it up. That's got to be a foul. 1.7 seconds remaining. Great play by Highland. Gochner will shoot 2.
And from what I've been hearing, this documentary is going to be on Sam Gochner, Elijah Shelton. Is it going to be on Elijah Shelton?
I believe Elijah Shelton has been cut. But yes, Leaky Macau is on it, and we believe Sam Gochner, or Charlie Gochner, excuse me, is on it. And then it should be a lot of fun because these two are playing side by side, and they're such a dynamic duo. We'll see examples of that all day today. And they got to go deep here. And can he get a shot off? He puts it up, and it hits the netting on top of the rim. Highland will take a 29-27 lead into the locker room. Great half from Highland.
Too much.
We'll be back. Welcome back to HTVS's live stream of the Highland versus Granger Varsity basketball game. I'm Cameron Levy.
I'm Zach Levy.
And we'd like to welcome you back to the game. Highland will start with the ball. Leaky Maau with it. And no touch, Highland basketball. Now these guys are really good at their baseline plays, so look for something near the rim for an easy layup.
They've targeted Trayton Keys a lot down low, but we'll see if they try to stretch it out for three or...
Yeah, we saw a lot of three-point shots actually, but we sometimes see more from these type of teams as a no-look pass from Leaky Maau. Got the crowd yelling. He sure does look like a lot older than a sophomore the way he plays.
Yes, he looks very experienced when he plays. He doesn't make any dumb plays like some of the sophomores do. He doesn't make any bonehead plays. He really does make himself look like a senior.
And that's just, he lives in the gym, it seems like. You can walk in any time of day and just see him in there. He's always repping, putting up threes, and it's starting to pay off really early in his career, and he's just got a lot of potential out there.
Yes, he's already accomplished a lot. A great sophomore, a great year on the sophomore team, and who knows what's next for him.
Yeah, he's living the dream right now. A lot of people are wondering who the better point guard is. Is it Gochner or Leaky? Leaky definitely has the better future, I believe. But right now, a lot of people think, of course, Gochner's better, but some think Leaky is the future of this program and think that he's more valid to this team.
They both have really good qualities. Gochner puts in a lot of effort, a really good passer, but Leaky's the real good three-point shooter, and they really just work really well together.
Yeah, at first we thought they were going to be competing for roles, kind of a starter bench warmer, like a kind of mentor-mentee type mentality. But it turns out then they were both just so good that they just decided to start them both. Very impressive from Leaky. Nobody expected this from him.
Yes, and I'm wondering what's going to happen when Bronson gets back, because he plays the same position. I bet we're going to see a lot of growth from both Gochner and Leaky because they're ending up having to work for their positions.
Yeah, we found from experience that you work a lot harder when your back's up against the wall, and I think that Bronson will push them to really high success levels.
And the same goes for Bronson. Coming off of an injury, he's going to have to put in a bunch of work to take over Leaky or Gochner's spot because they are both starting off a real good year.
Nice pass, and Pump makes the three. They're moving it around well. Nobody's shot yet, and Caden finally puts it up. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up. He could have gotten an and one there. A little guy hit him, though. Nah, just kidding. Granger walking down. Hard screen set there. Three-pointer up, and no good. Caden with the rebound. They got a chance to push tempo. And, oh, wow, what a steal. And puts it on him, and nothing going there. The Caden was on the defense and stolen again. 2 steals in a row. Wow, what a play. And 2 turnovers consecutively, same player.
And it's those kind of plays that show that they're truly a young team that needs experience. You can't be making those kind of passes up the floor.
Yeah, once maybe that's okay. Not really. It's never acceptable. But when they do it a second time, especially consecutive like that, that makes your team look pretty bad. 3-pointers up and good. Highland's going to have to take a timeout in this back-and-forth basketball game. You're watching HTVS's live stream of the Highland vs. Granger varsity basketball game. We'll be right back. Passed up to Leaky Macau. Gochner's got it again. Making a couple pivot moves. Drives to the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Granger. They're driving down in transition. They had a man wide open. They passed up. Drives to the lane. And foul called on Granger. It's going to be Highland's ball. In the last pep talk, I don't know if you guys caught it, but we caught Coach Boyce really trying to light a fire under his team. He was yelling at them and telling them that they can work harder, and hopefully that works to their advantage. Not yet, though. It's another turnover, and that'll make it 6 unanswered.
And this is something that this young team is struggling with. They just can't figure out how to get it up the floor, so they're making dumb mistakes. That's a great play by Leaky there.
Yeah, he's making this team right now. He's all that they got right now. He's trying to win this game single-handedly for him. But he's not playing hero ball at the same time. As Eric's going to be a charging foul and it's going the other way.
And this team isn't up to its full potential. Right now, Leaky's having a real good game, but Gochner is not complimenting him very well with the passing ability. He's had a couple turnovers, and he really needs to step it up for Highland to run away with this thing.
They could really use a basket here. No good, and they're going to get him for an over-the-back foul. It's Jackson Haas. Granger walking it up the floor. Shutting up the offense right now. Takes the pass, puts it into the corner, goes ahead and shoots it. That's good D by Gochner. Now Gochner running it in transition to the lane. Nice pass. Puts it up and one.
Trayton Keys has stepped up really big down low tonight. He's had quite a few alley-oops, and then that play, nice fader and one.
Shots up and good. That converts an and one. And now Highland has their own 6 unanswered. Excuse me.
And that was just what they needed in a time of need. Trayton Keys to step up and have a nice fader.
And here comes Leaky Macau. Trying to make it 8 unanswered. Go ahead and take that shot, Elijah. He knocks it down. 9 unanswered for the Rams. And they're going into a full court press now. Oh, almost stolen from behind there. 2:44 remaining in the third quarter. Highland is on a run. West's got to find a way to stop the bleeding here. And wide open behind the three-point line. Hand in the face, though, and nobody boxes him out. And a foul underneath, and it's going to be West ball. Elijah Shelton with the foul. Elijah Shelton did not want to come out of the game. He was telling the coaches no.
Understandably so. That guy's got a heart of a lion. So does everybody on this team that just, they want this more than any other team. Because they are a hardworking team. They're young, but they love this sport. They love this game.
Highland's done a good job packing the stadium decent for a pretty early season game. 2:16 remaining in the third quarter. And now Elijah Shelton's suddenly ready to check back into the game after 20 seconds. So I imagine the coaches had something to say to him. And it was tipped, and he made a mistake. Here we go, and Leaky, oh wow, nice pass. Leaky makes that play right there with a quick pass right by his ear. Wow. He is putting on a show today. Hand in the face. They can't knock it down. This is 11 unanswered points that Highland has. Nobody's on Leaky in the corner. And it's taken away. Gochner, bad mistake there. And gets back just in time to save the layup. 1:16 left in the third quarter.
And Gochner's really starting to struggle in this game. I'm not sure what's going on, but Leaky is stepping up big time and taking both of his jobs. He's passing it, he's shooting it, he is being very multi-dimensional and just a great player today.
And sure enough, there goes Gochner. I'm sure the coach will have something to say to him. Second free throw up and good. Passes over to Elijah Shelton. Makes a move, tries to spin, almost lost it. He gets it back though. Well, Elijah to the lane, passes to Caden Hilborn, passes out. There goes Leaky with the three, knocks it down. Crazy night that Leaky is having right now. This is the game of his life out here.
Oh, this is pretty much his first varsity game. So he's got a lot of talent. This is his first game. We don't know what's to come. If he'll get better, we're not sure.
30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Looks like they're going to hold for final shot. They aren't really making any moves towards the basket. There they go. Puts up the jump hook. In and out, and here we go. Leaky Maau in transition. 14 unanswered points for Highland. Passes to Caden Hilborn. He drives to the lane. Oh, nice pass. Trayton Keys makes the layup. 16 unanswered points to end the quarter. Oh, almost knocked it in. As Highland scores 16 unanswered to end the quarter. Your score is Highland 46, Granger 38. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action. Got to get something going here. They could really use a basket right now to keep this game interesting. They put up the three. Can't knock it down. Highland on a 16-0 run. This is pretty impressive that we're seeing right now. Take out to Leaky. Leaky pump fakes and resets the offense.
Most of this comeback has been Leaky just dishing it out, but Caden with a great dime to Trayton Keys last possession.
Wow. That play was all from Caden Hilborn right there. They just use a triangle, so Leaky passes it to Caden. Caden passes it back out to Keys. These guys are working well together right now. They're really starting to figure it out. And it looked like a lot of contact. Would have been hard not to call. It looks like the 19-0 run will end. 7:06 remaining in the fourth quarter. And misses the first.
It might keep going if they're doing this bad at the free throw line. Their lead could keep extending for Highland.
Granger's just lost their touch from outside, and that's what's really forced them out of this lead. They had a big lead at one point. They were up by 7, and now they're down by 10. So it's a game of lead swings. Puts up the 3. Oh, this place that would have taken the roof off this place if he would have made that. Try again. Here we go. Makes it this time. He will not miss 2 shots in a row.
What a shot from Maxfield. That's just wanting it more than the other guy and draining that basket.
This Highland team is hot right now. A double team, and it's going to be a turnover. Leaky Maau, dead open in transition, goes ahead and passes it back for the assist.
I think he's already hit a double-double. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, he's got it. He's got eyes in the back of his head. This Highland team is rolling right now. 6:22 remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. .6:14 remaining in the fourth quarter. Step back jumper up and no good. They are ice cold. And here comes Eliza Shelton. Thought about a 3. Decides, thinks better of it. Oh, nice pass to the lane. Caden Hilborn with the bucket.
Great pass by Elijah Shelton there. This offense is rolling.
This fourth quarter, they have been perfect out here. I don't know if there's such thing as a perfect quarter, but they are having it right now. And oh, that's nice defense by Caden Hilborn. And they're on a 3-on-2 fast break. Go ahead and dish it out to Leaky. Leaky's It's at the 3! Oh, he almost knocked it in. And that tip in anyway. He's got the whole crowd on their feet. Are you kidding me, Leaky?
Holy crossed him up. That was a nice cross. Everybody's on the ground. This is intense.
Oh my goodness. This whole crowd with the standing ovation for him.
This crowd is energized. This is hyped right now.
Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen a play like that? I've never seen something like that from a Highland player. He is bringing a new energy to this city.
And that is why they call him the Tongan Curry. He can cross like Curry, he can shoot like Curry, and he can pass like Curry.
He's got the crowd awake now, and he's got number 5 scared out of his mind. Nice move, no-look pass up to Caden Hilborn for the assist.
Right now the crowd is chanting, "How's your ankles?" And understandably so. That guy just, I'm not sure if he's
He hit the
okay.
deck. 21-point lead from Highland. They were down by 7 in the third quarter. Incredible comeback. He's going to have people from Highland talking about that one for a while.
He's going to have people watching this HTVS YouTube video talking about that for a while. And the Granger fans.
4:39 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Everybody's going to remember that the rest of the year.
It's a 30-3 run right now with 4:39 remaining in the fourth quarter. Incredible heart from this Highland team. And a nice pass, pump fake, swatted from behind. Finally giving West something to cheer about. And it's going to be, they're double teaming. Puts up the jumper, and it's good. 43-60, 4:04 remaining in the fourth quarter.
If Leaky didn't have his name known before this game, I'll tell you, he'll have his name known after this.
Oh yeah, everyone's going out to Leaky right now. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Highland vs. Granger Varsity Basketball live stream. They inbound to Elijah Shelton. Wide open three, doesn't take it though. They're going to run a little bit more clock before they take a shot. To the rim, and they're going to reset again. Good ball movement by Highland right now. They're trying to control this clock. Drives to the lane. Caden Hilborn thought about a jumper, thought better. Elijah makes a room towards the rim, step back, got it.
Great shot by Shelton. He's had a really nice second half. First half he was a little iffy, but the second half he has been on.
Passed out to the corner. And over everyone's head, but it's caught anyway. And this one's picked off by Trayton. Trayton to the rim, and it's stolen away. I'm trying to stay with him, and wide open for three. Caden got a hand in his face, though. Shelton brings down the rebound. They don't want to run the fast break anymore. They just want to slow this down. And almost got away from him. Passes wide open three. Got to take that. Couldn't knock it down, though. That's going to be Granger basketball. I can't believe the turnaround this Highland team had, and Leaky gets a standing ovation from his fans right there as he's checking out for the last time.
Those are two sophomores that have had a great day today. Caden Hilborn, Leaky
Maau?
Yes, Maau. Sorry, I forgot his last name.
A lot of people struggle with the last name. It's not spelled Maau.
Yes, but he has had a great game, and he will be remembered for this.
And puts it up and in. 2:30 remaining, 62-43, or excuse me, 45. And they get him for a foul there. This this West team, despite being down by so much, they've been very disciplined today, and they just seem to have lost their touch from everywhere. I mean, they just haven't made a basket in such a long time. They keep getting free throws up, but that's not going to do it right now. They would need to knock down a ton of threes, and I think their shot's out the window.
As Granger's struggling to get their three-point shots going, and now they're sort of in desperation mode, and you can't be in desperation mode and just keep hucking up shots. You got to get down low and get those nice two-pointers, and that's what they were getting at the beginning, but they're losing that opportunity quicker and quicker.
He didn't step out. That's all right. 2:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. Crosses the timeline. Almost lost it again. Spins out of it. 1:52 remaining. They're only down 17. And deflected away by Jackson Hawes. Fight for it in the corner. They're going to get a jump ball. And it's going to be Highland basketball. That's another turnover for Granger. We talked about Leaky maau. We talked about Charlie Gochner's day. We haven't talked much about Elijah Shelton. He had a really underrated game so far today. He didn't knock down all the flashy shots, but he was getting open in the lane and making a lot of nice jumpers.
Yes, he's made quite a few faders today, and he's had a real underestimated game. He didn't cross anybody up today, but he still had a great game and helped Highland to this win.
I can't believe what I saw just 4 short minutes ago. That's insane.
It got the whole crowd jumping. I've never seen a Highland crowd get that hyped over one play.
1:34 remaining. They're checking out the starters one by one so they can get ovations.
Putting in all these guys that don't get as much playing time, but all these guys are still super good players, and even their bench is young. They don't have very many seniors on the bench, but they do have a lot of potential on the bench. So if Leaky were to go down with an injury, they got somebody. It's an X-man-up mentality.
1:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. Granger's about to watch the clock run out on them. And he's called for a foul. Ooh. Okay, Oscar Maxfield in the head. The pass. It's 2:46 right now, 1:08 remaining. Walking up the floor. Passes, he's wide open, but instead he decides to turn the ball over with 1 minute remaining. Passes in transition, they can't do that right either. Jackson Hawes brings down the rebound, and now they're in transition. Puts it up, and no foul call, and just fast breaks back and forth right now. The ref's calling it pretty loose right now with very little time left. Oh, hard spin move. Puts it up, no good anyway. Hawes has got it. 30 seconds remaining. What a great day for Highland. Thought about a three. Goes ahead and puts that one up and airballs it. That's the first shot of his varsity career. That's not a good way to start, but this win is a great way to start the season for Highland. There's 10 seconds left. Goes ahead and takes the three. No good, and then 4.7 seconds left.
Yes, these Highland Rams put on a show tonight. This is one of the most entertaining games I've ever seen in Highland basketball. They put on a show.
Jackson Hawes checking out of the game. Great game for Highland. Great day to be a Ram. That's your final scores. Highland 62, Granger 47. Be sure to follow us on Snapchat at HTVS News. I'm Cameron Levy.
And I'm Zach Levy.
This is HTVS signing off.